Hello and welcome to TradeFlow Television,
bringing you valuable analysis and actionable intelligence
for the global commodity markets.
These are some of the key topics that we will be looking into in today's program.
First, let's take a look at the overnight headlines which are impacting the commodity markets.
U.S. crude oil inventories fell last week, as well as distillate stocks, while gasoline stockpiles rose sharply, the U.S. Energy Information Administration said on Wednesday. Crude inventories fell by roughly 800,000 barrels in the week to November 20 to 488.7 million barrels, compared with analysts' expectations in a Reuters poll for a 127,000-barrel rise. Gasoline stocks rose by 2.2 million barrels in the week to 230.2 million barrels, the IA said, more than forecasts for a 614,000-barrel rise.
Some Chinese soybean importers and processors are looking to cancel deals signed for U.S. cargoes for December and January shipment, after crushing margins collapsed following a steep rally in Chicago futures, three trade sources said. This is a first sign of slowing Chinese demand after a 5-month buying spree that combined with dryness in top producer Brazil to add more than quarter to benchmark Chicago futures SCV1 since the crop year began on September 1, and 13% this month. China is the world's biggest soybean importer, accounting for more than 60% of shipments.
Moving on to the top news in the energy sector.
Some coal imported into China had failed to meet environmental standards, a foreign ministry spokesman said on Wednesday in response to reports of dozens of shipments of Australian coal stalled in Chinese ports. In recent years, Chinese customs have conducted risk monitoring assessments on the safety and quality of imported coal, and we found that many coal imports have failed to meet environmental standards, Foreign Ministry spokesman Zhou Lijian said when asked about the Australian coal at a regular briefing. China has not given an official reason why the numerous shipments have not been accepted.
Iraq has extended the bid deadline on its first major crude oil prepayment deal to early December after traders were left scrambling to draw up proposals and secure bank lines in a tight 4-day window, sources familiar with the matter said. Trading sources and an oil ministry official with direct knowledge of oil exports operations said the new deadline was December 4 instead of November 27. Iraq's state oil marketer SEMO sent a letter on Monday asking for bids for its first-ever crude prepayment starting January 2021 until December 2025.
Moving on to metal price moves.
Australian lithium miner Galaxy Resources on Wednesday said it will raise about $161 million $118.43 million, in a share placement to fund the development of its lithium projects in Argentina and Canada. Capital raised will be used to fund development of Sal de Vida lithium brine project in Argentina, with front-end engineering and design for Stage 1 expected to be completed by first quarter next year and first production expected in late 2022. Galaxy will place about 65 million shares issued at $1.70 per share, a 15% discount to its last close.
Global crude steel production in October rose 7% year-on-year to 162 million tons as other countries joined China in a recovery in industrial activity. China, the world's biggest producer and consumer of the metal, remained the standout performer with a gain of 12.7% to 92.2 million tons, data from the World Steel Association showed on Tuesday. The rise in global steel output was the third straight month of gains after 5 months of declines as the COVID-19 pandemic depressed industrial activity.
We will now look at the top news in the agricultural sector.
The Taiwan Flour Millers Association purchased an estimated 82,220 tons of milling wheat to be sourced from the United States in a tender which closed on Wednesday, European traders said. The wheat was bought in 2 consignments comprising various wheat types for shipment from the U.S. Pacific Northwest Coast in January and February 2021.
That is all for today's news on the commodity market. Stay tuned to TradeFlow TV as we continue to provide you with more updates. You can also follow us on Twitter at TradeFlow TV1, which allows you to watch our program on your mobile device or desktop.